That time again. Good morning. I hope you're doing awesome. Kitty Rebellion. Hey hey, what's up? Hey girl, hey. What's up? How are you? So Kitty, what I'm about to do is Yes, I'm good. I haven't even out of bed yet. Yeah, dude, I've been up since 6:30 and I went to bed at like 1:30 Central Time. I am tired as hell, but I have so much on my plate that I just need to get done, want to get done, etc. So what we are doing right now is so on my radius block I have a 10 degree or 10-inch radius that we're going to put on as like a base, and then from there we're gonna work our way in to a 16-degree pitch. Oh, that means a lot. Honestly, when I hear that, that is awesome. I hope, yeah, and also, I mean, likewise too. I've got my own, I've got my own struggles, and it's not all fun and rainbows for me. So I get it, but like, yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with taking a look in the mirror and just kind of understanding the kind of things that women have gone through versus what men are doing now too. So essentially, when I built this, oh, you are too kind. Thank you though. Essentially, when I built this neck, it had a little bit of a pitch. So, which is kind of what you want. You want to be able to have the truss rod kind of do some work. Oh man, how are you? How are the boys today? They back at no the so on the 16th is when my two balls will be back in school. I'm looking forward to that. If I'm being honest. Yeah, couldn't happen soon enough. Jeremy, dude, much appreciated, man. Oh hey Jeremy. So apparently that mushroom that I sent you, the picture of the one that was on my tree, it was it was an edible one. It was more for like it was like its pros were more for dogs to like keep away like nomads or like keep away nematodes from their like from their bodies. So I'm like, if it's not hen of the woods or it's not chicken of the woods, I might not touch it. It's called. It was like P diagnosis or something like that. There was a mushroom growing on my tree. I'll, I have pictures of it on my phone. Damn, this thing needs to be. All right. It's like orange. It's kind of weird. It was like orange on the top, and then there was like ripples on the top of it, and then what should we call it? There was like ripples on the top. It's an edible mushroom. Like I forgot the name of it, but I do know it. And I did research and realized that it was edible. So I'm like, I took it off. I might put it in a soup or something. I don't know. All right. So, all right. We good. We are good, guys. So, Chicken on the Woods? No, it wasn't Chicken on the Woods. I wish it was. That'd be awesome. I'm a fan of Chicken of the Woods. Yeah, man, I wish. But it was something else. It was something that it did lead some light into the fact that my tree is like kind of dead. So I'm like, which I kind of already knew. It was kind of like, oh, it like blooms in the fall. It's like a really nice tree. It's not like a fruit tree, which still I'm okay with. And so what I'm doing right now, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm doing right now is I'm adding a 10-degree radius on the top, and then eventually I'm going to go through the sides to get a 16-degree compound radius. So 10 on the top, 16 on the bottom of the heel. And then from there, I need to do the. From there, I'll need to do the. I'll need to do what's it called? I'll need to do the shaping and the actual profile of it. Now, some people, when they do this part, some people what they do is they take like permanent marker and they just go crazy on it. For me, I know I've done this so much that I know, and I see when it changes and when it's like a full. You'd be able to tell, especially with this. Like I consider that burn like permanent marker. I think that looks pretty badass. That's great. Oh, thank you. What else is orange and edible? An orange is orange and edible. Gustavo Garza, much appreciated, man. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kitty. Yeah, this is it's turning out really awesome. Honestly, I'm excited. Um, it's going to someone that's really cool that I've known since I was like 22, 25 actually. Like the musician Jimmy. What is up, man? Hey, Jimmy. I was gonna text you, man. I did get confirmation from Fender that the middle noiseless pickup in the Player Plus for the Nashville player is a noiseless Strat. So that's pretty easy to get a hold of. So in fact, the whole pickup set in general is pretty easy to get a hold of. There's a bunch on Reverb. So I'll start sending you some information. Hey, Jermaine, what up, man? Long time no see, dude. Oh, you guys, let me. So the neck woods that I'm using right now, this, the actual neck blank itself, this is white ash, and then the the fretboard on the top, this is Osage orange. So looking buff big time. No, no, man. I've always kind of been. I guess you're getting the side profile, and like I'm in this like skinny kind of shirt, even though it's not skinny because my gut's huge. I used to wrestle when I was in middle school, so like I was like in weightlifting and all that stuff, and I got tendonitis in my ankles, and that's when I gave up wrestling to start playing music. I've been crazy ever since, and also yeah, man, when I was like 20, yeah, my dude, from like ages 19 to like 27, I was playing music as a guitarist, drummer, and a bass player, like all in like the same month. Like I'd be playing shows, like one month I'd be lugging around a 2x15 cabinet with like an SWR head. The next week I'd be lugging around a 4x12 guitar cabinet. And then like, other on the weekends I'd be playing drums for like another jam band. Like so I was constantly moving gear. I miss those days. But it's not the same. Like that was the day like you can get a gig at a like in my town you can get a gig at a bar or whatever. Like in any kind of in any of the cities and just like they're like, oh, okay, you can they'll pay you like 300 to 500 bucks, which is like more than enough for like 24-year-olds, and if the drinks were on the house, then yeah, dude, I would either drink, some nights I would drink wine, and some nights I would drink I've never been the heavy drinker, so I'd always like have like I'd have like blue moons, and I'd only have like three of them. I I've only played one show to where I was like super hammered. It was the worst experience for me because I was so like I'm that kind of person, like I need control of like everything I'm doing, so I'm not like super. And so like just I like yeah, dude. I remember trying to like hit my splash a few times, and I was just like, oh my god, like yeah, dude. I was just thinking to myself like, God, the people who are here right now, if they were our friends, or if they were not our friends, they'd be not enjoying this. Yeah, dude, it's Red Rocker. What's up, man? Yeah, and the older that we get, the more it's just like I like it to enjoy it now. I'm not, like I don't know too many people in their 30s and the 40s that like get like they like go and get hammered. I'm not knocking it really, but it's like I can't imagine hang like yeah, man, the last time I drank 4 beers in one night, my head was pounding the next day. I'm like, I didn't even drink that much. I had an original band and the singer got crushed before I was. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh man, I would be so mad. Because here's the thing, man. You gotta be in that, especially if a tavern or some places like, they're paying you for for your services. You gotta be a little bit more professional than that. That's rough, man. Oh wait, I don't need this just yet. Oh man, honestly, good question, dude. I love playing the drums more than I do the guitar because it requires so much more. Um, it requires a lot more of your headspace. Like you can't just like, especially if you wanted to get good or even decent. Like it requires a lot more like coordination. It doesn't. It's not just like kind of move somewhat. You know, you can't just like move your hands in one general direction and then like expect it to like all make sense in time. And also too is like it wasn't uh, so uh, someone I'm building a guitar for my very first music instructor, and he was very adamant about making sure I was playing to a metronome. So like for me, it was just kind of like okay, like I get it. Like if I'd been trying to do like paradiddles or whatever, like he would always kind of ingrain that like you know because I was playing bass at the time. He'd always be like okay 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So yeah, and like yeah, dude, like I playing with the metronome was like something that was like it was buried in my soul when I started actually playing music. I feel that's like a super important tool. It not only can you utilize it to like just keep your chops really tough or really strong. It can all. I mean, you can really if you're dead serious about like wanting to like play faster or whatever, like sit in front of a metronome for like an hour playing a riff at like three at like one chord or like 1/4 time. Play a riff for like an hour until it is absolutely perfect, and then you speed up the metronome again a little bit and play it until it's absolutely perfect. Keeps you sharp, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. But yeah, man. Well, those are my younger years. Spent my 20s going into my 30s playing bars and playing gigs. Toured a little bit. Yeah, man. It's hard, but it's honestly really not that difficult. It's weird to get used to. It's weird to do it at first because you're training your body to like do so much. It's kind of like playing golf. Like I used to work in a golf course, and like you have to like my golf instructor was like, okay, man, since you're kind of a bigger, burlier dude, you know, try to make it so your arm is like a parallel 90. Like and give that basically just have the ergonomics work, and then like don't break your elbow. It's weird to get used to. Starting to tear a little bit more on this side than I am into that side. So this one's gonna take a minute. So I hope you guys got some jokes ready. So what are you guys up to on this beautiful Friday morning? As they're watching me do this, hopefully you got like a caffeinated drink or a beverage in your hand and you... Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. So what I'm using right now is like a... Working! Heck yeah, Jeremy. It's exactly what you should be. Yeah, that's exactly what we should be doing. Hey, Jeremy. I should get my new tires on my wife's car. All right. Hey, so Jimmy, be thankful that you live in Wisconsin, man. I was also told, Jeremy, someone on my lives told me that North Carolina, to renew your plates is like $385 to renew your license plates for a year. Is this true? Or is it like you buy a license, you like register your plates, and then, hey, new shit, what's going down, dude? Dude, no, dude, hey, man. How's the world of microbiology? So I was, yeah, someone. Holy spit, forget that. Yeah, dude. I was someone. So I had to renew the plates for my car. I was charged a late fee of $20. It costed $171 to renew my plates in the state of Illinois. Like, what in the heck? Like, if I lived in Indiana, I would charge like it'd be like $85. Dude, that's what it was like when I was like 16. It was like $75. And then someone on my lives was like, "Oh no, North Carolina, it's $385 to renew your plates." I was like, "What? Is that just for like a year, or are you buying it? Expect it every year." So is it true? It's always awesome, man. Microbiology is full of bacteria. I can only imagine, yeah. But it's a super important thing to understand and know, man. That's for sure. So thank God for you in this shit for wanting to get your hands dirty in that regard. Because there's not a lot of brave souls that openly want to do it. It's based off your car. What? It's based off of car value. It's not based off of It's not based off of like a yearly thing. Biggie Tall, dude. Hey, man. Hey, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you. Oh, man. So, Biggie Tall, we are talking about. I don't know what the cost is to do it in Oregon, but we are talking about renewing your license plates. In the state of Illinois is $150, and you get charged $1 service fee for using a debit or credit card, but they don't accept cash. So you're telling me that you're instantly going to be charged $1 for fees no matter what? Like, it's so rigged and so BS. Like, come on, dude. That's where we're coming to as a society. It's like property tax, 100%. Yeah. So I mean, it's not like a solid rate like $75, $85. It's like, oh, if you have a 2022 Nissan Pathfinder or whatever, like, oh, okay, well, it's gonna be so and so per year. That's insane. Yeah, you exactly. Yeah, dude. In like, I don't know. Yeah, new car is more expensive because of value. I get it. That's crazy. And like I thought and anticipated North Carolina to be a little bit on the lesser expensive. Hey man, I will say this, dude. I loved Raleigh and I loved Wilmington. Two of my top favorite, or my three top favorite places in the entire United States. Savannah, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, and Wilmington, North Carolina are like my top three favorite places in the entire United States. By the way, started my piano restoration job this week. We're gonna, dude. Hey man, are you gonna post stuff up on it? That is awesome, man. Please post up on that. I'm really curious to see that. Hey bro, have a blessed day and keep your amazing work and energy. Oh, dude, this shit much appreciated, man. Thank you, dude. Hey man, keep that bacteria in line. We're gonna need you to come the post-apocalyptic worlds when that comes around. The shit, you're awesome, man. Thank you for chiming in. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, dude, 100%. The sad thing is, oh man, like I'm at that point. It's like I start, yeah, dude. I start to get. I'm not old enough now to where like I start to like read more into like conspiracy theories. And the more they come true, it's like, well, damn. Like, okay, so what can we actually trust about life? Red Rocker, you know what's up. You're... Okay, you have to possibly reslot that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Looking good. Oh, being skeptical about. Hey, Dad, what's up? Oh, my old man is on the chat. He's on the music on the YouTube. Dad, this is a blues playlist that I put on. Hey, Pops, I sent you a message earlier, or I sent you a message after the one that you sent me. Um, did you go see it? Did you see Oppenheimer? Alright, so yeah, just so my TikTok followers know, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, and also I'm on Clapper. And yeah, I'm responding back to my old man on the YouTube live there. He was asking on my Facebook, what's the music in the background? This is like a blues playlist. Man, when did he send that? I'll have to. Elmore James, that's who it is. I'm on the yeah, dude. Practically everything. Yeah. How's it looking, guys? Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, did you hear? Hey, I don't know if you've been. Did Jimmy? Did you hear me play my teleport yet or no? All right, hold on. Let me. I'll fire it up. I'm gonna tune it. So keep in mind, this is a solid state amp, and it sounds kind of not good. But you know, for what it is, it was a free amp, and yeah, man, can't complain about that. And also, in all reality, too, is like for exactly what I'm doing, it is perfect. It's a small little 30-watt combo amp. I'm not taking it to gigs. I'm not doing any performing with it. I just needed to check the tone, and I needed to check the volumes of my potentiometers if they're working or not. That's it, dude. Like I don't need it to sound great. I just need it to let me know if my electronics are working. You know what I mean? So, Kitty Rebellion, what's up? All right, Jimmy, here you go. Hold on my cable. So, here's a few. Okay, so see the concentration and the day. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. This didn't turn out too good, but I have an easy fix for it. I'm gonna use my routing template that I had for this in the back. So I'm gonna measure them both, so the spacing will be exactly the same as it is from here and on here. What I'm pretty sure happened is it's human error. So when I had the holes from this template, I hit a punch, and I must have like just kind of kinked the angle of where my drill bit was going. So yeah, it kind of got that out of line, and then also when I was drilling out these tuners, I like drilled in a small little like 1/8 inch hole, and then I took the rest with a drill press, and I freaking took this piece out. So that's the reason why this headstock is completely painted. So the next one, I'm just gonna use a reamer for the for the others, and also like it likes to buzz up here because the string retainer is back because I want the logo to show more. So the next builds that I have to do that are gonna be like Strat style for my own, I'm gonna have a string retainer like up here, just holding it so the tension is proper, kind of like a Floyd Rose. But besides that, like. Ah, man. Ah, okay. So I haven't even, another thing too is like I haven't screwed down so it's time to do that. That way we'll stay in tune. Uh, Taking my pops to check out. Oh, okay. Oh, have a great appointment for your old man. Have I ever tried lace sensor? Yeah, actually. So Red Rocker, there's a 1976 Fender Music Master that I updated to basically have like a dual sonic, and the owner of it wanted lace sensor dualies. It came out pretty good. Like it came out super aggressive, you know. Oh man, you guys, God's gift to women. Gary out. What's up, man? Yeah, I can dial the tone. I don't know why it cuts back a lot of the. So another thing too that I noticed after I assembled this and put this together, it was the sound itself was like super thin. Like I was like, man, this thing just has no tone. It's got no nothing. And then like 4 days later, like I just like I was kind of playing it and breaking it in. I need to take these tuners and drill them all in. I finally had it like broken in, and I was like, man, this thing is super responsive. It isn't, since this is a 2x4 from Home Depot, and it's white ash as a neck, like it's really light, but it's comfortable. So yeah, man, I think it turned out okay, minus those other little parts. But I know, Gary, out. No, dude, you're too kind, man. Good to see you, dude. All right. So how? What we're doing? We're doing a compound radius. 16 at the bottom, 12 or 10 at the top. Osage orange on the top for the fretboard, white ash as a neck blank. How about that? It couldn't be more Midwest if you tried. Hey, man. So a lot of, you know what? A lot of people tell me upstate New York is beautiful during the fall. So I gotta come up there one of these days. Bring a nice, bring a nice old pot roast. We'll just be two crazy old guys building guitars. It sounds pretty awesome. Flattening your fretboard. Yeah, dude. HD Forge. So actually, I wouldn't call it flattening a fretboard because I'm giving it. I'm giving it a radius. But not only am I giving it a radius, I'm giving it what's called a compound radius. So it's really tight. Is a 10-degree. It's gonna be really kind of difficult and or hard to understand or see it if you. I mean, I know you know your gauges and whatnot, but it's going to be a 10-degree radius on the top of the nut, and then a 16-degree radius at the heel. So, kind of a tighter pattern here, and then a more looser pattern. Tapering, kinda. There's my 16. I'm gonna have to pull these on anyway, so I might as well. 20-degree, nope. Don't need that. Don't need 7.25. There's my 10. Cool. So, yeah, basically, I'm using a radius block. And the radius block is going to let me, dial this thing in. And I'm using it, so the whole base, the base profile, or the base radius is a 10-inch radius. But I'm going to profile the bottom to accommodate a 16-inch radius. So tight again, yeah. Tighter at the nut, loose at the heel. It requires some craftsmanship, but it's totally worth it. This is super cool to me, man. Dude, I'm glad you appreciate it, dude. It's kind of okay. So I mean, like honestly, it's kind of one of those kind of tedious jobs. That's also super essential, super important. Because if the so if the radius is off on your fretboard, and if the radius doesn't match your bridge and your fretboard, you'll feel jankiness and clunkiness. It's one of those kind of yeah, dude, it is like an underappreciated aspect of the guitar building itself. Dude, hey man, thank you for chiming in, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Awesome seeing you. I hope Oregon is treating you well, man. I think I'm gonna try and take my family out to Seattle next year, dude. I'm excited. Maybe go to Puget Sound or whatever and I know you're not too far from there. Oh yeah, dude, that's my personal touch on the Telecaster look. Got that little crescent there just to kind of give it some kind of, you know, like to. It's my own little personal touch on it. Right out of Seattle, whereabouts? We got family throughout throughout Washington State, so I'm sort of familiar. And never heard of it. I've heard of Bremerton. Yeah, dude, August. We went. Yeah, last time I went there was July, and it was actually, I gotta admit, it was beautiful. I really wanted to check out the Boeing facility. I've got a friend that works there, and he sends me pictures of like all the aircraft and stuff. I was like, damn, dude, I'm so jealous. Alright, hold on 1 second, guys. It's close to Bremerton. Hold on, you guys. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. Excuse me. Alright, guys. What's up? Oh, her grandfather worked there? That's awesome, dude. Man, my nine's. And yeah, man, one of the most, yeah, dude, one of the most beautiful states in the Union is North Carolina. Just making sure. Just making sure that this thing is going on all right. So what I'm using right now, guys, girls, what I'm using right now is a 10 degree or a 10-inch radius block, 120 grit sandpaper. Excuse me. I was hoping to have this thing done by the week, but yep. Oh, dude, Cody. Heck yeah, man. So let me show you the reason why I'm asking you about it. Of aftermarket, Carlo Mendoza, dude. What's up, man? I'm getting some messages on my Facebook. So one of the things that where is it? Okay. So a fender nut slot is like a traditional fender nut slot is supposed to be 3 millimeters or whatever, which is the size of this. But a lot of what I purchase is like aftermarket stuff on Amazon, and that's like 3.5 millimeters. And there's no 3.5 millimeter. Oh yeah, man, take it easy. Thanks for coming in, dude. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. Fantastic, man. I'm still. Oh, so the reason why the reason why I was hitting you up is because this is supposed to be 3 mm, but the aftermarket stuff that I buy is usually like 3.5 mm. So it needs something that would accommodate that wider slot. It's kind of, I know that 0.5 mm, dude. It can do it. Like if you're trying to force a circle into a square, like if you're trying to force a square peg into a circle, it's just not gonna work, man. Whatever you need, man. Just yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Like it's one of the things though. And my funds are just got ran dry. My refrigerator went out over the weekend. Same with my dryer. So any kind of capital that I had. I'd love to have one of those Sub-Zero fridges, but we settled on a Bosch uh, that was on sale. But I'll say this. Yeah, dude, you're not going to catch me with a dryer too, yeah. Eddie, good morning, sir. So with the dryer, what happened? So we got the dryer used, and it was working for a solid minute. It has snapped. In the past 2 months, it has snapped 2 belts. So I'm like, okay, something's wrong with something here. So the 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 dryer, what is it, like the tub or like the canister or whatever, there's felt tips. There was only one side that had a felt tip and the other was just bare metal with the plastic. So I bought all new felt. So like even I bought all new felt and I started from scratch at one and one in the other. Because I did notice that when I would run the dryer, you hear this like clunk, 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 clunk. So as it's spinning, it's like just off of its radius. So now that I put the felt tips on there, I'm curious on how that will like affect the longevity. I'm hoping that fixed the main problem as to why my belts were snapping. Yeah, I kind of lucked out. Like that was like the issue of my dryer, that I had to like spend like some of my day yesterday and the weekend tearing it apart. Hey Ed, dude, I love the Felix the Cat backstory, man. I love that. I'm glad that your other home cats like Ollie are enjoying the company, man. That's awesome. That's beautiful. It sounds like he's a part of your family now. He only just comes in when he needs you, and then come in when he needs something to eat and hang and get a good pet on the ears and kind of on his merry way afterwards. Wife slowly coming around to feel like, oh man, yeah, dude. Beautiful. He's a cute cat, man. I gotta admit. Yeah, he, like you said, he does like to. He puts out that. You know, he puts on the sad face, so you just give him a little bit of love, and he'll. Now he comes back to you. That's awesome. Alright, you guys, I have to cut it short. Someone's got to make breakfast for the family. And that somebody is this doofus. So, for the 6 people hanging out, I got this far. I'm still working on it, though. So, until next time, hopefully the next time you guys see this, we'll be able to take the rasp to it, and I mean, I'll give you a little demonstration. This is seriously what I do. I'm not gonna go too hardcore into it because I still need a, not blueberry, not today. We ran out of blueberries. I gotta figure something else out that the kids would want to, you know, munch on that's gonna be healthier than, you know, plain old syrup. Have a great morning, dude. You too, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, you guys, have a great rest of the morning. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy it. Seize the day. Have fun. Ed, go pet that Felix for me, man. He sounds like a beautiful cat. All right, guys, take it easy. Later.